Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and selamat sejahtera. Basic accounting concept is the second chapter or a second topic in matriculation syllabus. So in this topic, we will discuss about GAAP and also accounting concept. Okay, first of all, we will look at what is generally accepted accounting principle or GAAP. Generally accepted accounting principle or GAAP refer to a common set of accounting principles or concept, regulation, standard and procedure issued by the Malaysian Accounting Standard Board or MASB. Public companies must follow GAAP when their accountant compile their financial statement. Ini bermaksud GAAP mengandungi satu set prinsipal atau konsep atau peraturan yang mesti diikuti oleh semua accountant di Malaysia. Ini adalah sebagai garis panduan untuk mereka membuat kerja-kerja perakaunan supaya kerja-kerja perakaunan ataupun penyata kewangan adalah standard dan boleh mereka untuk membuat keputusan. The accounting concept. There are 12 accounting concepts that we will discuss in this topic. Historical cost. A historical cost is a measure of value used in the accounting in which the value of an asset on the financial position is recorded at its original cost when acquired by the company. Ini bermaksud, historical cost ataupun kos sejarah adalah apabila kita hendak merekod ke dalam financial position, aset yang kita beli itu hendaklah direkod pada harga asal ia dibeli. For example, the company purchases a lorry from supplier with a cost price 80,000 on 21st August 2019. The market value increased up to 85,000 on the next day. What is the cost should be recorded by the company? Why? Conclusion, the value should be recorded as 80,000 because cost is a reliable measure. Monetary measurement. In accounting and economics generally, every recorded event or transaction is measured in terms of money, the local currency monetary unit of measure. Monetary measurement atau pengukuran wang stabil bermaksud apa saja transaksi atau jual beli hendaklah menggunakan wang. Contohnya, di Malaysia menggunakan RM ataupun ringgit Malaysia. For example, a transaction occurred in the organisation but the value cannot be determined. Conclusion, the transaction must be recorded in the monetary unit concept and the value must not change with the inflation situation. Economic entity. The recorded activity of a business entity should be kept separate from the recorded activities of its owner and any other business entity. This means that you must maintain separate accounting record and bank account for each entity. Dalam konsep economic entity, pemilik dan juga perniagaan adalah dua entiti yang berbeza, di mana pemilik tidak boleh mencampur adukkan urusan peribadi dengan urusan perniagaan. Contohnya, jika pemilik mengambil aset ataupun barang niaga daripada perniagaan, maka itu hendaklah direkod sebagai ambilan dan bukan sebagai belanja. For example, the company purchased a car for his son by using money from the business operation. He had recorded the purchase as a business asset. Besides that, all the expenses such as fuel was recorded as business expenses. Conclusion: the company does not follow the economic entity concept. The purchase should be recorded as drawing because the transaction was the personal transaction. Going concern. Assume that requires company to be accounted for as if they will continue operating in the future. Going concern atau usaha berterusan bermaksud kita hendaklah mengandaikan bahawa sesebuah perniagaan itu akan terus beroperasi pada masa hadapan walaupun perniagaan tersebut menghadapi masalah kewangan. For example, the company purchased a machine with a cost of 20,000 with the estimated useful life for 10 years. The market value for the machine is 25,000. It is suggested that the machine should be depreciated for 5 years because the business is expected to make a clearance in a short period. Conclusion: the suggestion is rejected because it is contra with the going concern concept. The machine should be recorded as the value of 20,000 and must be depreciated for 10 years because the trade must be assumed to operate for the period that cannot be expected. Consistency. In accounting, consistency required that a company financial statement follow the same accounting principle, methods, practices and procedures from one accounting period to the next. This allows the readers of the financial statement to make meaningful comparison between years. Konsistensi atau ketekalan bermaksud sesebuah perniagaan hendaklah menggunakan kaedah yang sama setiap tahun dalam melaporkan perakaunan dalam penyata kewangan. Contohnya, kaedah yang digunakan untuk melapor aset hendaklah sama setiap tahun dan tidak boleh menukar kaedah tersebut sesuka hati atau tanpa sebarang sebab. For example, the company uses straight line method in depreciating the fixed asset of the company. The company decide to change to declining balance method. Conclusion: it does not follow the rules of the consistency because the method should be used from year to year. Any changes should be disclosed in the notes to the financial statement. Accounting period. A business should report their financial statement appropriate to a specific time period. Accounting period atau tempoh perakaunan bermaksud sesebuah perniagaan mestilah ada tempoh perakaunan untuk melaporkan kewangan dalam penyata kewangan. Selalunya, tempoh perakaunan adalah 1 tahun. For example, the company has established on 1st January 2018. The trade closes the business account every 12 months on December 31st every year. Explain the concept involved. Conclusion: this is normal condition when the trade follow the accounting period where the financial statement will be held every 12 months. Materiality. Materiality relates to anything that would change a financial statement user's mind or decision about the companies should be recorded or noted in the financial statement. An item is material when it is likely to influence the decision of a reasonably prudent investor or creditor. The concept of materiality in accounting is very subjective relative to amount, size and importance. Materiality selalunya dikaitkan dengan sesuatu barang atau aset yang ada dalam sesebuah perniagaan dan selalunya ianya diukur berdasarkan kepada amount, size dan juga kepentingan aset atau barang tersebut. Jika amountnya adalah besar atau mahal, maka ia dikira atau dianggap sebagai material dan ia akan direkod sebagai aset. Jika amountnya adalah kecil dan kurang important, maka ia akan direkod sebagai belanja. For example, a company purchased a calculator at cost RM20 and it will depreciate for 5 years over its useful life. Give your opinion. Conclusion. Although the proper accounting would depreciate the calculator over its useful life, but these costs are considered immaterial. It will not make a material difference on total asset and net income, so it will be recorded as expenses. Revenue recognition requires company to record revenue when it is earned instead of when it is collected. Revenue recognition atau pengiktirafan hasil bermaksud hasil hendaklah diiktiraf apabila ia telah benar-benar berlaku, walaupun pembayaran telah diterima ataupun belum. For example, Ashraf is an pottery entrepreneur. He has received 100 reservation porcelain vase on January 1st, 2019 and has received a payment of 1,000. The product was sent on January 15, 2019. When the sales above should be recognized, give your opinion. Conclusion. Encik Ashraf need to recognize sales revenue of 1,000 on 15 January 2019 instead of 1st January 2019 because the product was transferred to the buyer on that date. On January 1st, 2019, Encik Ashraf hanyalah menerima tempahan sahaja walaupun dia telah menerima wang sebanyak RM1,000 dan itu tidak boleh diiktiraf sebagai hasil lagi. Hasil hendaklah diiktiraf apabila ia telah berada di tangan customer, iaitu pada Januari 15, 2019. Expenses recognition. All expenses must be recorded in the period that they were incurred instead of when they are paid. Expenses recognition atau pengiktirafan belanja juga bermaksud belanja hendaklah diiktiraf apabila ia telah benar-benar berlaku, walaupun pembayaran masih belum dibuat lagi pada masa tersebut. For example, Puan Shakira has recorded expenses of RM2,000 for the utility in December 2019, although payment will be only made in January 2020. Conclusion. Puan Shakira adhere to the concept of expenses recognition as an expenses of the current period and should be recorded in the current accounting period. Full disclosure require a business to report all necessary information about the financial statement and other relevant information to any person who are accustomed to reading this information. Full disclosure ataupun pendedahan penuh bermaksud sesebuah perniagaan hendaklah menyatakan atau memberi semua maklumat berkaitan dengan perniagaan kepada pengguna maklumat perakaunan mereka. Mereka boleh menyatakan atau mendedahkan berkenaan dengan maklumat tersebut dalam penyata kewangan ataupun nota kepada akaun dalam penyata kewangan. For example, perniagaan Awada have made changes in stock valuation method used. The company did not disclose the information in the financial statement for the accounting period. Conclusion. The situation does not comply with the concept of full disclosure where a change is made should be reported in the notes to the accounts. The aim is to inform the user of changes in the financial statement. Objectivity. The financial statement of an organization be based on solid evidence. Accounting records and statements are based on the most reliable sources of documents available so that they will be as accurate and useful as possible. Objektiviti ataupun keobjektifan bermaksud penyata keuangan sesebuah organisasi itu hendaklah berdasarkan atas bukti atau dokumen sumber untuk menyokong ketepatan maklumat perakaunan sesebuah organisasi. For example, perniagaan akidah is only issued a receipt for cash transaction, but for the returns of goods, sales transaction, no source document is issued. Give your opinion. Conclusion, the company does not comply with the concept of objectivity for the returns of goods sales transaction. For all transactions that occurred need to be confirmed with the release of the source document. In addition to the evidence, it also can facilitate the recording. Fair value. Fair value accounting is the practice of measuring assets and liabilities at their current market value. The fair value is the amount that the asset could be sold or a liability settled for a value that is fair to both the buyer and the seller. Fair value ataupun nilai saksama selalunya dikaitkan dengan penjualan aset perniagaan, di mana nilai aset tersebut hendaklah mengikut harga pasaran. For example, company sold a machine worth 500,000 at market price, but the actual cost is 600,000. Conclusion, according to the fair value principle, a company used the market value of 500,000. Okay, that's all for part 1, accounting concept. And we will see you next on video part 2 for accounting equation and double entry system. Okay, thank you for watching. Good day.